Oh boy, 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 boy. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, DiDi. Hey, Kari. Hello, Natrice. I see y'all. I've got some exciting information. I need everyone to stay tuned. I've got some information that is going to blow your mind. And y'all know I don't do live a lot. But I was told by my team I have to talk more. So, and because I have a lot of information, and you guys don't usually see it until I do a video. Well, I'm scaling my brand up. I'm scaling up on my brand, and I need for y'all to know who I am as a person. Who is she? Who is Ms Novelty? What's up with all these videos? What are you doing? Who are you? Where'd you come from? Well, it's time for me to answer those questions, and I'm going to do that. I'm waiting for. Uh, I'm going to be in Cali tomorrow, sir. I see you, Mr. Sinatra. I see you. I'll be in Cali tomorrow, so I want to see your face. All right, my novelettes are coming on in. I'm waiting for my publicist, Ms DiDi Skky, to come in. We're going to have a conversation about what is going on with Ms Novelty. So, DiDi, come on in. Come on. Come on in. Where are you? Hey, you listen. You, Sunshine.
Hello.
To my party. There she is. Hey, DiDi.
Hello. How are you?
I am good. I am good. I am
I
good.
am amazing and super excited. Let me adjust my camera. I feel like I'm not sitting up high enough. Someone put a pillow under me or something.
I had to do the same thing.
Yeah, I'm like,
Hey,
why?
Sean, I see you.
Hey, Sean, how are you?
I might be too high. Am I too high? Or am I good?
No, I think
Am I good?
you're leveled pretty good. Now my volume is down, so I'm gonna make sure that I am turned all the way up. Can you
Okay.
hear me clearly?
I can hear you very well. I can hear you very
Awesome.
well.
Awesome,
Very well.
awesome, awesome. I am beyond excited for this opportunity
Yes, yes,
to
yes,
have a
yes.
moment with Miss Novelty. This is a very special night. So listen, come on in. Tell your friends that we are live right now. Miss Novelty is
Yes,
live and in
everybody,
the
yes, come
house.
on in. Come on in. I've got some information. I told them before you got on, DiDi,
Uh-huh.
that you told me I've got to go live more. I've got to talk more. I've got
Mm-hmm.
to tell the people. I've got to.
Uh-oh. Why is your sound? Uh-huh.
Because my mom keeps on calling. Gabby, my daughter is on here. Gabby, can you please tell my mom that I'm doing a live? She doesn't
Could you
she
please?
doesn't know. Can you please call my mom, please, Gabby?
I'm gonna get a
And
little
tell her
higher.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna put
call her
another
back.
pillow up under me.
Ask her if she's okay.
Okay, I'm gonna put another pillow up under me. I'm sitting in a different section than I normally sit on my show.
Yes.
So yes. So come on in, everyone.
Come on in.
Yes, I am
And
live. So those of you who are watching from my page, from my Instagram page, I am going live tonight for a quick in and out with Miss Novelty. And for so many reasons. One is because it's Women's History
yeah,
Month. And there is so much knowledge and information and nuggets that she can share so that we continue to pour into each other, empower each
absolutely.
other, build each other up. So we're going to dive in and just have just a sister to sister conversation tonight.
Yeah. I'll be dropping some jewels tonight.
Dropping some
Because
jewels.
they want to know who I am, DiDi. They want to know who I
Yes.
am. They want to
Yes.
know outside of the clothes, outside of the videos,
Uh-huh.
outside of the cigars.
Yes.
Well, maybe a little bit outside of the cigars.
Yeah.
What I stand for.
Just a
They want to
little
know
bit.
all of that. And I'm
I'm here for it.
Absolutely.
I am here for it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, you mentioned one thing when I joined in, and you were telling the viewers that your team
Yeah.
actually suggested for you to interact a lot more.
Yeah.
And I have to say, before we get started, that I am beyond honored to be a part of your team. So, for those of you who don't know, I am DiDi Skky, the DiDiSKY. I am the host of the Let's Talk About It podcast, but I have the pleasure and the honor to serve as the publicist for Ms Novelty and the Novelty Experience.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
And it has been heavenly. Heavenly.
yeah,
Heavenly, heavenly. Do we tell
awesome.
them how we met, Dee, or do we save that for later?
Yeah, well, no, because we're going to tell them of that later, because
Okay.
what we want to do is reel them in tonight, give them just a
Okay.
little bit,
Okay.
and then have them to come back and yearn for more. Y'all have
Okay.
to let us know if you want us to continue to have this dialogue and this conversation. So we definitely want to hear from you. Chime in and let us know. But I'm ready to hop on into this conversation. So
Okay.
as I said,
I'm here for it. Let's go.
welcome to everyone. Thank you all for joining us tonight. We are here with Ms Novelty. She has an amazing and abundant schedule, which is a blessing. She is booked and busy. Baby, she is booked and busy. She is booked and
Woo.
busy. So
Woo.
I'm just great, again, honored and excited that we were able to take some time out of your schedule to just have this one-on-one conversation. So let's go ahead and get crunk.
Okay.
Who is Ms Novelty? Tell them who you are and where you come from.
Well, my name is Sandra Mayo, and born and raised in North Carolina. I'm from a family of 10. There are 6 girls and 3 boys, all living from a 2-parent household. I was born in Greenville, North Carolina, which is on the coast. I'm sorry, the east, down east of Raleigh. And from a religious family. My parents were Christian, so we grew up in a very traditional setting, you know. I never had a problem with, being on teams and playing outside because it was always 5-on-5.
Right.
So I'm very close with all of my siblings.
Mhm.
We have group chats that we go back and forth about politics, religion, the family, my 30 or so nieces and nephews. I love them all, and I'm the favorite aunt of all
Yes,
of them.
of course.
Yes, I am a behavior health expert. I've been in behavior health for over 23 years, and I understand people. I'm also a cigar aficionado, as you know, and some of you may know. Hey, Andrea. I love smoking cigars, but most importantly, I love what cigars do. They bring people together. So once I got into the community and the culture about 5 years ago, I really dove into my mental health
Mm-hmm.
background and how I collaborated with the community and the culture of smoking cigars. So I'm a regular girl, I'm a
No,
regular
you're not.
schmegular girl.
Ain't nothing regular about you, girl. Come on.
Regular schmegular. That I'm here to help people.
Uh-huh.
And with the novelty experience, I throw elevated VIP event along with now the novelettes. I started that by myself, me and my daughter. Now with the novelettes, a group of young ladies that are absolutely amazing to
Uh-huh.
see their growth. I just love being impactful to people, and I love seeing how impactful I am when individuals elevate to a different level as a result of them wanting to, and all I do is just push them a little bit.
Uh-huh.
So me, Ms Novelty, again, I'm just someone that's here. I have an assignment, and my assignment is to bring as many people through this threshold of life as I possibly can. I don't
Absolutely.
know how what other way to
Well,
say
well, your baby girl Gabby said, and the
it. And a mom,
mom.
and a mom to a, well, I'm sorry, baby, and a mom to Princess
Yeah.
Gabby, an emerging designer who is actually going to be featured at New York Fashion Week in September, and also Paris Fashion Week in October. So
Amazing.
she's putting together an exciting. Now you're talking about
Yeah.
elevated. Now she's going to put on an elevated experience. And to see her hustling as hard as I do, that makes me very, very
Mhm.
proud. Makes me
Mhm.
very proud of her. So I have one
Absolutely.
child, and I absolutely love her to death. So Gabby, is that good enough?
Absolutely.
Period.
Yes, yes. Just wanted to go back a little bit. You mentioned 10,
10,
10 in the family.
10.
Where do you fall?
I'm six from the youngest, fourth from the oldest, and I
Because
have
you
three
know.
sisters that are older. But I'm in the middle. I'm right there
So
in the middle. Right
are you
there
the
in the
knee
middle.
baby? Is that
I
considered
am
the
not
knee?
the no.
You're not the knee
There's
baby.
six under me.
There's six
Six
under you.
under me. Six
Wow.
under me. Six under
Wow.
me, and three over me. So my
Wow.
oldest sister lives in Atlanta, and she's a minister, and she's a bodybuilder. So she's a world class bodybuilder. Yeah, she lives. I have a sister that lives in Atlanta.
Wow.
Yes, I do.
I
Uh
can't,
huh.
don't give us any more because, again, guys, and I'm going to keep reminding you, we want you guys to engage with us and let us know how much you're enjoying this one on one, these moments with Miss Novelty, because we're thinking about a little something.
Yes, we are. Yes,
We're
we
thinking about
are.
putting a little something together.
Yes.
So I won't. I'm not going to let her give us too much information because I wanted to hold on to it till we actually release the things that we're working on, these various projects. Tell me, of course, it is Women's History Month, as I mentioned. Who are some of the influential women in your life?
So you know what? That's a very good question. It's very interesting, and I'm different. I come from the left, so the normal answers would be Maya Angelou, Michelle Obama,
Oprah.
the Vice President Kamala. You know what? Yes, but to me, women that are in my life that
Mm-hmm.
are impactful to me, women that pour into me as much as I pour into other people,
Mm-hmm.
women that are in my circle that pour into me, not just tell me what I want to hear, but they check me, but they know how to check me in the way that I can hear. And because I have these women in my life, my sisters,
Yeah.
my daughter, my mother, my friends,
Mm-hmm.
my colleagues, because one, I always preach about being an impact. I can't be an impact if I don't get the feedback. You understand what I'm
Right.
saying?
Oh, that's
So
good.
I can't.
I
I have to get the
can't
feedback.
get the impact
Impact.
if I don't
Get the feedback. I
get the
can't be an
feedback.
impact if I
Mhm.
don't get the feedback.
That's right.
There's no way that I could do that. And so I, without naming the names, I have to have people around me that are
Mm-hmm.
tangible,
Mm-hmm.
tangible people. I can't touch Michelle Obama. I can't call her. You know what I mean? When I'm having a bad day, I can't call her when I need something. I can't call her, but I can pick up the phone and call my
Yes.
baby. You know what I mean? I can pick
That's
up the
right.
phone and call my mom.
Mm-hmm.
I can pick up the phone and call my friends, because
Yes.
I have a very small circle.
Mm-hmm.
So to answer your question, the women that um, are impactful, that are impactful to me, are the women that
Yes.
pour into me.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. Do you
Hmm.
think that that was do you think that your life and your upbringing, your family was kind of instrumental in that, and just having kind of that homegrown relationship, especially if you're close with your siblings and your family, like you said, two parent home. I can definitely relate to that, as the baby of six,
Mm.
blessed to come from a two parent home, but that doesn't mean that you were perfect. So all of those
Absolutely not.
bumps and bruises and things we went through in the family, but baby, when I tell you, my family was thick as thieves. We were strong, and we strong, power, protective,
Yes, yes,
protective.
yes.
So,
I think there is a level of dysfunctionality within our family. I
mhm,
mean, but it's situations that you can deal with. If it wasn't for all the trials and tribulations that I went through in my
right,
childhood, and I'm not saying that I had the worst childhood in the entire
mhm,
world, but there was some dysfunction there too.
right,
You know what I mean?
right,
But I think I was born to be who I am, and those experiences shaped and continue to shape who I am as an
Yes.
individual. You know what I mean? I yearn for knowledge. I yearn for understanding. I yearn for that because I want to be a better person. I've got individuals that are that the novelettes, for example, my daughter, for example, I have to be an example.
Mm-hmm.
I have to be an example. I tell them all the time, if I make a mistake, if I do something wrong, I have to apologize. No matter how my stomach hurts, I have to apologize, and I just have to do better. You know what I mean? So that, in my opinion, is what my background, my growing up in the family of 10, my parents, the religious struggles that we had, all seeing my father, do what he does. I ran his company, seeing him work with 10 kids in the family. My mom didn't work. She just stayed home and cooked biscuits and we had Bible study,
Yes.
and we had all of these things going on in our house. My mom taught me how to be a woman and a queen. Females are born, women are made. Period.
Oh, y'all, okay. I want to ask the question to the audience. Are y'all taking these notes down? Because I'm telling you, the jewels she's dropping, I'm sitting here like, I don't want to be rude and make it look like I'm doing something on my phone, but I'm trying to capture these little nuggets and sayings that she's dropping. Man, that part, yes. Like Kiana said, that
Yes.
part right there.
Hey, Kiana
Um,
Bear. Yes.
so good, so good.
Yes.
What was what was a motto or something that you heard in your life from one of these influential women that you still carry with you today, that you just remember, you can remember them saying that in your head, and it's with you whenever anything happens? What is that?
So there's two things, and they both came from my mother. So when my mother would sit me down and reprimand me, or tell me something that I really didn't want to hear, but I knew I needed to hear it, she said, okay, you don't have to listen. Put it on the shelf. Put it on the shelf, because you're going to need that one day. You're going to need that one day. And Lord have mercy, I do, because the things that she tried to teach me when I was rebellious and didn't want to listen, thought I knew it all,
Right.
are the things that saved my life.
Whoa.
The
Yeah.
things that saved my life.
Yeah.
The second thing my mother said was, the reason why God allows you to go through all the trials and tribulations that you go through is the ability and the strength to bring other people through.
Oh.
And I understand how all of that works. I understand all that works. I told the novelist, and I told my daughter all the time, don't go over there. The fire is hot over there. I've been over there. Don't go that way. I've already gone through all the hurt, all the troubles, all the pains. I've already did that over there. You don't have to do that. Let's go this way.
Yeah.
Let's go this way to make it easier on you, so that when you get over there, you'll have a better testimony than I did. And it would increase the faith in all of those people that are looking at you, and it's believable. You understand what I'm saying? So you don't have to go through those hurts that I went through. I used to say, like, I don't even understand why God lets bad things happen to good people.
Good
Like, God, I
people.
don't even understand how that works. Like, what are we doing here? How does that work, 21? I don't understand how that works.
Right.
So,
Yes.
and I know why. And I know why, because you have an assignment. And at this point, I really do understand my assignment. So there you
You
go.
have an assignment and
I
a
do.
testimony to share. Do you believe that we're overcome by one another's testimonies? Let me ask you this. When you just said, how you would give advice and you would direct, and I know we're kind of moving off a little bit, but this just came to me. Do you think sometimes, is it purposeful for it not to be receptive at first? Because when we were younger, and like you said, your mom is giving you nuggets and trying to tell you don't go that way or whatever, and sometimes we have to bump our heads. We actually have to go through it to realize she was right. Do you find that happens more often than not, as someone who is also very educated in your field? Do you find that it happens more often than not that people will heed and take that advice rather than going left when they should go right? Or what do you
Well,
think about that?
well, when your steps are guided, there are people that he puts in your life that want that information at my juncture. You know what I mean? When you're all over the place, then the devil is the author of confusion. So he tries to keep you confused so he can keep you away from your gifts
Yeah.
or keep you away from your blessings.
Mm-hmm.
So when people come to me and I speak to them, first of all, I speak to them on their level. You know what I mean? I speak to them. I don't speak at them. That's one thing about cigars. Like cigars bring people together. Nobody cares about any of your titles or anything like that. They only care about the stick and what you have in common.
Mm-hmm.
So what I have in common with people that are sent to me is just the ability to listen to them first and foremost.
Mm-hmm.
Once I listen to them, then I understand what exactly my assignment is with them. So to answer your question, I don't get that much resistant because if you think about what I said, my assignment out here is to bring people together. And he has set a pathway for me so that I'm able to do that. That I'm able to do that
Right.
with resistance. But then when there are resistance, I look at me. What did I do?
Uh-huh.
Okay, what am I? What do you need? What do I need to get out of this?
Right.
Because he set me up for the next person that I have
Uh-huh.
to talk to. So I'm gonna be like like my mother said, I'm gonna grab that lesson off
Right.
the shelf
Right.
and use that, apply that to the next individual that he's going to bring my way.
Absolutely.
I don't meet strangers. I do not meet
Absolutely.
strangers.
Yes.
Absolutely not.
Yes.
So hopefully that answers your question.
Someone said, okay, I didn't know we were going to church. Okay. You
We
gonna
go
get a
to church.
word, honey. You will get a word. What is the driving force behind your work ethic? You're a hard worker. You put a lot into, you are passionate about everything that you do. And I know this just from a short period of time that I've known you. What's the drive behind that?
It wasn't because I was told that I would never make it. And it wasn't, I was not told that I would be, something big, but I always saw myself on a globe.
Mm,
I saw myself on a globe. And on that globe, I see myself just bringing people up. And in order to do that, I have to have the
mhm,
resources, I have to have the mental capacity, and I have to have the will to be able to do that. And it's in me. It's in me. It's innate feeling inside of me that keeps me going.
mhm.
And I'm not saying that there are days that I don't get weary, because Lord knows there are days that I cry, but he always sends somebody to remind me of whose I am. He
Mm,
always sends somebody to
yeah.
remind me, and something just happens, and I just look at him like, you know what? Okay, 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 okay.
He's on
I'm gonna
time.
get up. I'm gonna get up. I'm
Listen,
gonna get up. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna
that's
get up.
our
I'm gonna get up.
story.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It is. It
Yeah.
is. It
We're
is.
gonna
So
save it, but
yeah.
we that
Okay.
is definitely a testament of our story.
Yes. Yeah. And there are things
On time.
that alignment.
Hmm.
Sean always says alignment,
Yeah.
and it is.
Yeah. What is the most proudest moment that you've had as a mother? And tell us about your relationship with the baby girl, with Miss Gabby.
So Gabby, aka Princess Gabby,
Mm-hmm.
um, is my only child. And when I say I truly love her with every ounce of my being, I love my daughter because she was sent here to teach me how to love. She was sent here to teach me how to love. When I was younger, my parents, they couldn't hug me. I was not affectionate at all.
Mm-hmm.
When they would try to hug me, I'm like, no, no, don't kiss, no, no, I love you, none of that. I was not affectionate. I mean, even in high school, yes, I had boyfriends, but did not like to be affectionate, no hand holding, no, none of that. I just didn't like it. And I don't know why that was. But when I got pregnant with Gabby, I felt her in my stomach. And when I was on the table delivering her, or prior to that, when I was thinking about a name for her, I said her name is going to be Gabrielle. And that is significant of, and trust me, I am not a holy roller because I cussed just a little bit. I do. But my mother, the shelf thing, like that keeps on coming back.
Right.
Gabrielle was significant of the angel that moved the tomb away after 3 days that Jesus was dead. And when I saw that picture of that angel, when I was having Bible study with my mom one day, I saw that angel in the picture, and then it was the King James version. So the angel was white with this golden hair and all this lights around him. I was like, oh, I felt this feeling on the inside of me of safe and security, just safe. And when I had Gabby, my sister said, oh, there's Gabrielle. There's Gabby, because I didn't know what I was going to have back in those days. I didn't know prior to, you don't have those reveals like you had back 30-some years ago.
Right.
So I had Gabby. And when I tell you this child would not, from birth, if I left the room, she would just scream her freaking lungs out.
Wow.
And she would always do that. She had to be close to me, I had to sneak out of the house to go to work because she would just cry. And she would be up when I came back home, and we're talking about 1, 2, and 3 years old, because back then I worked 2 jobs and I had her, as the old people say, in the house, you know what I mean? In the house with the family. So she would just love on me, all the way up until, she's in college. She would come home without even telling me, and it would be at a time that I was just like, oh, I cannot. And she is the reason behind Novelty, because she flew home and she heard something in my voice. And I put something on my page a few months back when Taraji was like, my friends will pull up on me. Well, my baby girl will pull up on me if I don't sound right. And that particular day, she pulled up on me, and she lived in California, and she can have access into my house. So I heard somebody coming into my house, and I was so depressed. I was like, okay, maybe it's a robber, maybe they'll kill me, I guess. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was so depressed.
It's like, okay.
And she stood at the top of the step, and she's like, Mom, I'm here for you. I just broke down crying. Like, I just broke down crying. And I was like, I just don't know what to do. I made all this money for everybody and da 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 da. And she said, well, I said, I'm thinking about moving to Oregon to go and work with my sister and help her open these beauty salons that she want to open up. And Gabby was like, why would you do that? What do you like to do? I said, I don't know. She said, you like smoking cigars? I was like, yeah. She said, well, open a bar. Open you a cigar bar. I said, okay. She said, what do you want to call it? I said, I don't know. She said, well, let's think about some names. We thought about Novelty. She said, you're different. Novelty, that's what it is.
Yeah.
5 minutes later, she said, here's your logo. We're going to open a cigar bar. So she had 5 people do a logo real quick. And she said, this is your logo, and this is Novelty. And that's how Novelty was birthed in October, sitting in the car in the driveway. So my baby girl is significant because he knew that I was going to need that person that was unconditional, that loved me in spite of. Again, I'm not the affectionate one. So even when she tried to hug me, I'm like, okay, this kid right here, I don't even understand what's going on with this. So she was just relentless. And my family, when you talk to them, they will tell you, like, her nickname was Lovey. When she was little, like, she was loving. So my baby girl, she saved my life. Like, she literally saved my life, and I absolutely love her. She get on my nerves sometimes, but I still love her.
Your angel, that's right. That's your angel.
I know that was long-winded, but
no.
I don't even know how to describe it. I don't even know how to describe her.
I can feel that. I feel your connection to her. And vice versa. When I met her, when I had the opportunity to meet her, I felt her connection to you. So you all have a beautiful relationship. You also have passion for community activism, and you are very big on philanthropy.
Yeah.
Tell us what you're doing in your community, and then what's going to go global.
So I just recently formulated my nonprofit called Sandra's Giving Heart. And what that is I'm an advocate to provide resources for teenage girls who are survivors of sex trafficking. So teenage girls and adolescent women who are survivors of sex trafficking and domestic abuse.
Mm-hmm.
So the key word is long-term resources, financial literacy, housing, mental health services, inclusive of therapy, job building skills. These type of services that are normally given to individuals that have these enormous trauma that have happened in their lives for 3 months. No, we need it way longer than that.
Right.
So if a person comes to me that has these type of traumas, that have been in these type of situations, I take their hand and walk them through the entire process, which means I'm building a village to be able to hold these people's hands, to help them. I have experienced domestic violence myself, and within what I do on a daily basis, I service clients that are victims of sex trafficking, and the trauma is absolutely otherworldly. I mean, you formulate different movements with your body parts, you formulate different movements with your arm, you walk different because your mind has gone to an incubator type scenario for safety. So to see these type of traumas that I've never seen before, it just breaks my heart. And the services that we provide for these individuals are long term, because the individuals that are out there who don't suffer the severe mental anguish that the individuals that live in the homes that I cater to, they have the tendency to walk down that path if they're not helped, if their situations is not addressed, if their mental health is not addressed, if their health and wellness is not addressed, if their medical situations are not addressed on a long-term basis. So I advocate for resources, long-term resources for these individuals, because when I tell you there are a lot of hurting teens out there, Lord have mercy, it's a lot of them. And my heart goes out to every single one of them.
Right. Thus the name Sandra's
Giving Heart. Yes.
Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. I am so excited about that and the work that's going to be done and the number of people who it is going to, help and serve. I'm just so beyond excited about that project. Now, you are just booked and busy. You're booked and busy. You just recently came from CIAA.
Yes.
Your schedule is jam packed. That's why I was shocked when we were able to even do this, because you are going where tomorrow?
I will be in LA. I am the exclusive cigar aficionada for the NAACP Image Awards. So I will be in the gifting suite. And what that is, when an individual accepts an award, they're taken back to a gifting suite where they're given gifts. And this year I will be the cigar aficionado, where I'm going to give them some elaborate cigar treats. And so where we're positioned, it's so crazy. We're positioned right by the stage. So they have to pass me going to receive their award, and they have to pass me going back. So, I'm on my team. We're going to grab them all.
Yes.
Grab them all to make sure. I've got two sponsors, two cigar sponsors that I'm going to have their cigars up there, inclusive of my cigar, which is Conscience Cigars. And I also have Madam Cigars, who are gracious sponsors for the Ms Novelty experience as I travel to LA. So I'll be in LA at the Image Awards. So you might catch me on the red carpet.
At the Image Awards, and you're so booked and busy that you actually have to go in one direction, but then send your team in another.
Yes. The Puff and Duchess Women's Conference in Houston. This is the second annual one. It, of course, women's conference, but it's catering to cigar and women that smoke cigars. So in the cigar industry, not predicated to just being in the cigar industry, it's Women's Month. all women, women that are entrepreneurs, mothers, sisters, cousins, whatever, women networking with women.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That starts on Friday and it goes to the 15th and goes to the 18th. In Houston, Texas. So I'm sponsoring the gala down there. So I couldn't be in two places at one time, but God has opened up this opportunity for me to be on a bigger scale so that I can do what I do and bring it back to the people that support me and entities that I can support. As you know, as I get with these individuals that got this money and got this clout, and I'm gonna bring it back home to us.
That's
That's what my
right.
objective is.
That's right. And let's talk about this blues in your left thigh trying to become the funk in your right, the Love Jones weekend for the birthday.
It's my
Yes.
birthday. It is Ms Novelty presents the Love Jones birthday weekend takeover. And it is a 4-day celebration. It is a celebration of giving. Yes, it's my birthday, but I've been talking this whole time about giving and wanting to be an immediate impact. So for
Mm-hmm.
the entire month leading up to my birthday, on my social media, I'm going to post people that have really been impactful in my life. I mean, women that have businesses. I'm talking about my doctor, my attorney, all African American, the person that does my makeup artist, my nail artist, my esthetician, my novelette,
Yeah.
my daughter, my mom, my sister, individuals that have supported me, the people that do my hair, like
Absolutely.
everybody that has done something for me. I'm going to post them every day in the month of April all the way to my birthday. So
Yes.
the 4-day weekend starts on the 18th, and the 18th is a private invite only event. My host is Maduro Aficionada. He is, when I tell you, he knows every single thing about cigars, and it's all about scaling up, providing information upward and onward. So it's going to be a very intimate type setting. We're going to have music, we're going to have food, and we're going to be smoking premium cigars.
Yes.
Again, this is a weekend of giving.
Yes.
The 19th is Poetry in Motion. It
Yes.
is an all black affair, formal affair with sneakers. So you got to put sneakers on. So cute on the top, cute on the
Gotta wear.
bottom with your sneakers.
Okay. Okay. I gotta think of
Hosted
what
by
I'm
my
gonna
friend.
wear.
Yeah.
I have to think
Yeah.
of what I'm gonna wear.
Listen, it's going to be so freaking fly. My outfit is going to be absolutely amazing. You already
Of
know.
course.
It's going to be hosted by Luxury Sai, a very good friend of mine who she is absolutely fabulous. So I'm going to be dropping tickets for the weekend tomorrow. So I've got Terminator X who's going to be DJing. I've got DJ Assassin who's going to be DJing. I got some awesome poets that are going to be here throughout the weekend.
Yes.
I've got DJ Popo from V103 in Atlanta coming for the
Yes.
weekend. I've got my friend Shanika who is the connector. She's going to be hosted on Sunday. And I've got my friend Robin Rogers, who is the entrepreneur. She's a business owner, and she owns a platform called 4BEBO. It's a platform for African American businesses where you can go and register your business, and you can go there for resources or find different businesses and things that you need, businesses that you need for your business. So it's a networking platform. So all the individuals that I have hosting or have businesses that will be beneficial to our
Mm-hmm.
community. Sunday, when we have the grand finale, I'm giving away 5 $200 gift cards. Again, it's a weekend of giving. One $200 gift cards to a single parent, one gift card to a college student, one gift card to a college student that is pursuing a higher education, and one
Mm-hmm.
gift card to a business who has been in business for less than a year. So again, it's the weekend of giving. And again, it's my
Yes.
birthday, and this is how I want to celebrate my birthday because I can do what I want to do.
Absolutely. It's your birthday. You
Period.
can do what you want to do. Hey.
Yes.
So, are tickets available?
Tickets
Can
are going to be available tomorrow at
okay.
noon. So you will be able to purchase your tickets tomorrow at noon. You have to get your tickets. You have to get them early because the venues that I have, the capacities are no more than 100 people. So I
Yes.
wanted a nice, intimate place. The decorations are going to be absolutely bananas. The outfits are going to be bananas. I've got friends coming flying in all around the country that are going to be there. I've got an announcement for you, DiDi. I tried to call you earlier today, but I've got something for you too.
Okay.
An announcement that's going to be made on the 19th, and
Okay.
it's an international situation that I signed on to today. I didn't even tell you, my publicist, but I signed on to it today. So
Y'all see
we're
how I'm
going to
looking like,
Africa. How about that? We're going to Africa. How about that?
oh,
We're going to Africa. Yes, ma'am.
oh my
Yes,
gosh.
yes.
Wow. The blessings, the blessings, the blessings.
Mhm.
My goodness.
Mhm. Yeah.
Woo! What a
No, I
lot. What
know.
a
I know.
jam-packed, a little over 30 minutes that we've had. And I know that each and every one of you, I've been seeing the comments. People are literally
Yeah.
like, I'm taking notes, needed this, all of these comments. And we're so glad that you all tuned in. We just wanted to give you some little hot little nuggets, just enough so you'll come back. Because like I said, we're working on something
Yeah.
amazing, and we're going to make sure that Ms Novelty spends a little time with her audience, and we're
Yeah.
going to
I
do it
promise.
in this way. We're
I promise.
excited. We're
I promise.
excited about that.
Yeah.
Safe travels this weekend and
Thank you.
everything that you're doing. And I know that all the celebs are going to come by your gifting suite and they're going to shout you out. And it's going to, it's just going to be fabulous. And of course, the weekend in Houston is going to be amazing. They have a great lineup of things that are happening in Houston. Before we go, oh, did you tell now? How can, if someone wants to come to the party, the Love Jones weekend, how
Yeah.
can they look to purchase tickets? Where do they need
So
to go?
they can go to my website. It's www.noveltycigarbar.com. You can go there now and you can look at all the events, who's hosting, the talent that's going to be there, and I have a couple of special guests that's not even on there. But the tickets will be available at noon. So very very easy transit, very easy way to get tickets. Click the button, pay for, gone.
Got it.
We've got several sponsors that are involved. Actually, DiDi, I forgot that we're partnering on Friday with the Jack and Jill
That's
Foundation
right.
on Friday. So
Yes.
we have two charities that we're going to be donating the part of the proceeds from the Friday event to these two charities, Sandra's Giving Heart and the Raleigh chapter of Jack and Jill. So I
Right.
just want to give a shout out to a couple of my friends, all my novelettes that are on here, Kiara, Kiana,
Absolutely.
Natrice, who is the my coordinator. She's the event planner. She keeps all the ladies
Yes.
together. Andrea, those, okay, so let me just show you this really,
Oh,
really quick. Hold on, really, really
okay.
quick.
While you're
So,
grabbing that, I'm going to give a
yes,
shout out to, I see
yes,
Big D in the
yes.
house. Big D is a celebrity bodyguard. He's
Oh, okay.
did Jodeci for many, many years. Casey and JoJo, Escape, SWV. I think he's on tour now with SWV. So shouts out to Big D. I saw Coco Venus in the house, Sabrina in the house. So shouts out to everyone who's watching on my end as well. Go ahead.
Yes. So I have to show you. I have several of these. This is my, yes, you see that? Look at
Yes.
that. This is Andrea's Cigar Arts Design.
I
So
love that.
she provides me with these beautiful
Oh
tumblers.
my
And
goodness.
every time when you see me in my videos, I either have this one or I have my black one, but she supplies me with these. She's another entrepreneur. Follow her, Cigar Arts Designs. I got my guy, A.B. Butler from New York City. That's my friend. He watches over me, protects me. Thank you,
Yes.
AB. And like I said, my novelettes are in the building.
Mhm.
Kiana, I love you, baby. I can't wait to see you.
Yes.
So yes, I have a lot of support. Gabby, I love you, baby. You already know. I know
Hey,
everybody think they
Gabby.
need one of these. Andrea, listen. You put. We got to pin this because we're gonna put this
Yes.
live on YouTube, so you'll be able to go back, and as the people come up, you'll be able to see Andrea and purchase
Mhm.
one of these. You
Yes.
better get you one of these.
Yes. Definitely. We have to have those ready because I know I want
Yes.
one. You mentioned the novelettes. Before you go, can you give us like a little quick synopsis of who the novelettes are and what their mission is and what you plan to do with them?
So the Novelettes are a group of young ladies, and at this particular time, I have one man. He's a novelty king, and they are aspiring and emerging entrepreneurs and emerging models. So I had a model casting call, and at this point, they know, and I always tell them they are more than just models. What my job is and what my assignment for these young ladies and this young man is to bring out all that talent that they have bottled up, because again, it was a process for them to be a part of my team. It was a process for them to be a part of my team. And if you see the ones that were with me from the very beginning to now, the transformation is absolutely amazing. And it makes me so happy to see them flourish and to see them grow. And what I pour into them, the good thing about these young ladies and this man that I have is they give it right back to me. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
They give it back to
Absolutely.
me. And as you know, DiDi, we're going to be opening chapters in Atlanta, in Miami. Was I supposed to say that?
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
We can give
So
them
we're
that
going
little piece. Uh-huh. Yes.
okay.
Yes.
I've signed on to a situation where the business is going to come really, really fast. And my
Absolutely.
novelettes, I need y'all to get ready, because now is the time for you to put your big girl panties on, and we've got to
Yes.
go and open these chapters. And
Yes.
we got to have another chapter, another casting in Raleigh. We're going to have one in Atlanta, and we're going to have one in Miami.
All
So get
ethnicities,
ready.
right?
Yes,
All
all
ethnicities.
ethnicities. Yes, we
Mm-hmm.
want black, white, brown, pink, purple, blue, male,
Yeah.
female. We big, little. We want them all.
That's
We want them all, because we're going to have a lot of things for them to do. So
that's
yes.
awesome. That's
Mm-hmm.
awesome. Well, before we go, I would like for you to drop a nugget before you leave, that's going to pour into your audience before you go.
So for individuals that are wanting to scale up in their business, scale up in their personal and social lives, what I want you to do is to listen more and talk less. Listen more and talk less. That way you can hear that still small voice inside of you that gives you that direction to tell you to go left or to go right. Okay? Because you don't want to miss your mark, because taking 50 steps backwards is going to take you 250 to get back to where you started from. So listen more, and pay attention to your surroundings. That's about it. Upward and onward.
Yay!
That's right, Tamika. Upward and onward. That's what I
Yes,
tell my ladies. Yes,
upward and onward. Thank you so much, you guys.
I
Listen,
will.
we are so honored that you hung in there with us for this
Yes,
short amount of time, just a moment with Ms. Novelty. And as I
absolutely.
mentioned, we'll have something released soon where we'll let you know what we have coming up, because we're going to connect and engage and inspire through Ms. Novelty. This woman has a gift beyond what you all have had a chance to see. We're going to bring out all of that even more with Ms. Novelty, the novelty experience, the novelettes,
Yeah.
Sandra's Giving Heart. There's so many things that this woman is doing, and I just laud and applaud you, my friend, my sister, my boss. Boss lady. This was amazing, and I am so looking forward to the very next one. Wink, wink, wink.
Yes,
We're looking
absolutely.
forward to it. But have a wonderful time in LA. And we're just excited for the next one, you guys. I am the DiDi Skky. Let's Talk About It podcast. As you see there, you can check me out at DiDi Skky. And of course, be sure if you're on my page that you check out Ms Novelty Experience.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. Good night.